About 3 years ago, I started my investing journey in this platform known as Fundrise. They pretty much allow you to invest into commercial real estate, such as apartment complexes, single family homes, and warehouses all across the United States. So let's see what the portfolio is looking like after about 3 years, and if you should start your investing journey with Fundrise or let Fundrise go and try something else. Let's actually just jump right into the portfolio and see what it's looking like right now, and we can just talk about it. All right, so here's the portfolio right here. This is what it looks like when you sign into your Fundrise account, and obviously when you have your Fundrise account funded. Right now, the portfolio value is sitting at $6,600, $6,688.95. Like I said, I started this almost 3 years ago, and the plan was just to simply invest into any extra money I had laying around. Simply invest into it. So I didn't do too much. I think I invested about at least about $100 a month when I first started out, and then slowly brought that down to about $50 a month. But occasionally I would toss in a couple of $100 at the same time, maybe $500 or $600 at one single time. Either way, right now the portfolio over the past 3 months is up $41, so that is good. Past 6 months is up about 2.5%, $141. Year to date, it is up about not even 1% yet, just $46. The past year, up about 5.5%, which is actually really good considering this portfolio, and you'll see why in a second. But it's actually really good considering where I've been at in this portfolio. Up $292 over the past year exactly. And then all time since I've had my account, I am down 4.2%. Obviously, when you invest into real estate or invest into a separate asset class that's different from the stock market, you don't know what could happen. Real estate is one of the best asset classes to be invested in. And as you can see here, it doesn't show exactly that, but I do want to continue being invested. I want to show you something else. Let's actually go over to the portfolio tab and see how everything is broken down, because of course everything is not free. There are fees involved with this, and this is a great breakdown. It shows you exactly how much money I made over that time period. So first thing you see is the contribution. That's pretty much how much money I invested into the account. The dividend distributions is about $86. As you can see, that's pretty much how much money I've received in dividends since being invested. And then distributions reinvested is pretty much all the money that I got from the dividends put back into that same underlying asset, in this case my entire Fundrise portfolio. So I have all the money that I get from this going back into it, and that's how you get the net contribution here. The gross dividends, obviously you can see right here how much it is. The appreciation is down $272. And the advisory fees, pretty much how much they're going to charge me essentially to do all this and manage all these properties on my behalf using my money, is about $16 over the same time period of me having my account, starting from zero and at about $68 or $6,600 right now. So right now, of course, with all that calculated in, the net return, like we mentioned before, is $170, and that's a negative net return. So that means I haven't made any money overall. I'm not positive in this portfolio overall over the past about 3 years. If we scroll down, we can see exactly how my portfolio is broken down. You can see it's broken down into real estate, private credit, and other. Real estate is pretty much their flagship real estate investment fund. So if you want to go ahead and grab that, you can click on it and it'll go into all the details about what they're invested into for your particular case. And I can also see the years of how I was making money and losing money, annualized return, and also a cumulative return, which is great as well. We open up the flagship real estate fund. 71% of my money is in here. You can see how everything is broken down, and you can also see what assets I actually hold in this portfolio in a list format or in a map format. So pretty much these are all the properties that I'm partially invested into. And we go to the map view, you can see the exact same thing, just on a US map, obviously, with all the little dots. No difference there. So if we click on one, let's go ahead and click on the first one right here. You can see all the details of the property. You can see the location, the obviously the strategy we talked about before, where it's located at, and the funds that you can invest into on the Fundrise platform. And that's about it. And you can also obviously use these quick links at the top to go straight to it, so you don't have to scroll down, but it's the same thing. Either way, let's go on back. The next one we have is the Income Real Estate Investment Fund. And like I said before, you can choose these separate funds if you want to. I'm personally invested into these two, as well as the Fundrise IPO. The Fundrise IPO is simply their stock that's not public on the stock market, but the idea is that they will go public on the stock market, and I bought shares of their stock before they are public. So If those shares do really well, once the company does go public, then obviously you would make money from that. But at the time, you're not going to see a return from here, at least not noticing it show up in the portfolio right now. It could still go up in value over time, but I can't calculate that here as they're not showing it. But over the past years, you can see the returns. So 2022, I was down 15% on my portfolio. 2023, down another 15% from basically the flagship fund. 2024, up about 7%. And 2025 so far, up less than 0.5% right now. So overall, we are down for the flagship fund, but that's kind of expected. The real estate market was in a very weird spot over the last couple of years, and we'll see how that plays out. This is definitely a long-term investment, and Fundrise definitely recommends that you invest for at least 5 years to see some sort of return. And honestly, real estate is just a long-term game, definitely longer than stocks. So if you're not interested in something like that, then this might not be the best investment for you, and you might be better off going to a real estate investment trust on the stock market, where you can pull your money out immediately versus having your money sit here and take quarters to pretty much withdraw if you need to withdraw your money. If you need to withdraw your money, it's going to take at least 3 to 4 months, as they only withdraw on a quarterly basis, and there is no guarantee that you'll get all your money out at the same given time. But this is definitely a long-term investment and something that may be worth it to you, may not be worth it to you, but it comes down to what you really want to do with your money and where you would like your money to be placed at. So for me personally, I do like my money being in Fundrise because I get the benefit of having my money invested into real estate without doing all the hustle and bustle of really being invested in real estate, going out and finding a property and whatnot. Either way, that also costs a lot more money and requires a lot more time and work on my end versus me simply putting $150 or even a couple of $1,000s into a platform and they do all that for me. But like I mentioned before, obviously that's going to make you have to pay a fee. But that doesn't mean that you don't pay fees in real estate in general anyway. Fundrise to me is a solid real estate investing crowdfunding platform. Honestly, I could have put my money somewhere else and probably made a lot more money over the past 3 years, roughly 3 years almost. But I do enjoy the aspect of having my money invested into something else simply for the idea of diversity. I want to make sure I can invest money in all different types of asset classes and make money from all of them, no matter what's going on in whatever particular market. Sometimes the stock market may be up and it could be up for years, and your money is also more liquid, so you can do more with it. You can buy and sell on a daily basis, or the opposite could be the case as well. The market could be down for years straight, and you might only really be able to hold and just continue to buy more if that's your long-term investing goal. In the Fundrise and real estate aspect of things, of course, I have less liquidity. It's harder for me to sell, but the market could also return different results than the stock market. It could go up while the stock market is going down for years. So just having that diversity to be invested in multiple different things and not have them be dependent upon one another is a positive to me, but may be completely different for you. But like I mentioned before, you definitely want to have at least a 5-year time horizon when it comes to investing into the Fundrise platform, simply because real estate takes time to increase in value. It's not like a stock where it could just go up tomorrow. Sure, it could, but it's extremely unlikely, and you still won't be able to sell it, just like you can't go out and buy a house today and sell it the next day for a profit. Now, as far as what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna go ahead and see my investment through. Obviously, it hasn't made me any money over the past 3 years, and I could put that money somewhere else, like the stock market, and likely make some money back, if not all of it back, because I didn't lose that much over maybe a year course. But I'm gonna see my investment through for at least 5 years with the Fundrise platform, just to see what could happen, and also continuously invest into Fundrise every single month as I've been doing so for the past couple years. If you wish to try the Fundrise platform, then my link is down below. It'll give you a free $50 to get started, completely up to you. But by all means, do what you please, and please make the best investment decision for yourself, depending on your particular situation. There are plenty of options when it comes to investing your money, and this is simply one single option. So definitely take care of yourselves, invest into what you want to invest into for your particular goals, because this is lifestyle finance. So whatever works for me may or may not work for you. I'll catch you guys in the next video. I'm out. Take care of yourselves. Stay safe, stay positive, stay hydrated. Dollar Mike. Peace.